Welcome to Talk, Totally Accepting Life Skills. I'm your host, Tashiko. On this program, we share the journey of a multiplicity of persons from all sectors, stratas, and professions. Today, we will be speaking with Maxine. Well, not her real name, but later on in the program, you'll know why. Maxine will be sharing her journey with us, sexual abuse by family members, losing her mom. Let's take the journey with Maxine and talk. All right, so today we're here with, well, not our real name, Maxine. We changed our name just so that our identity is not revealed. So, Maxine, good to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us here on Talk the Journey. All right, tell me a little about you. Tell me about your childhood growing up.
Well, growing up, I have it really rough. Have two siblings. Mom died when we were really young.
That's two sisters.
Yes.
So you will be the third.
The first.
Oh, you're the first.
Yes.
Three girls.
Yes. She died when we were pretty young, so we didn't really have much persons there, our family members, our friend, to guide us and stuff like that. And most of everything have to be done by us, apart from who will stand there and said they will guide us and take care of us and be there for us. So it was pretty rough.
So you had to be, because you're the eldest one, so you basically had to be the mommy for your two other
Yes, yes, but not for long though. Until I have to be on my own and do most of the things for myself.
Okay. When your mom died, other family members took you in and took you and your sisters in?
They were there, but not really there. I'm still by myself, on my own, trying to fend for myself.
Okay.
So you would have gone through, your mom died when you were,
11. I was 11.
so after she died, you would still have gone through school, your sisters?
Well, we went through school, but not on a regular basis, like every now and then.
So you were living with what family member at the time?
Two aunts and their kids, so cousins.
Sorry, tell me about living with your aunts at the time.
Living with my aunts at that time, after my mom died, it was pretty rough. Didn't go to school every day, and when I do not go to school, it's like I'm sitting at home, no school, no work, nothing at all. So police are always involved.
Oh.
Yes, because I'm not going to school, and it's not like they can't afford, they can, but they just choose not to unless they feel like it.
So CD and police will get involved.
Yes,
Because
at
you-
all times.
Oh, so they could afford to send you guys to school.
So why?
Why were you guys home?
Well, I would say we are the black sheep because we are not their kids, so it's like they are not obligated to do anything for us.
So because you and your siblings were not their kids, they didn't.
They don't know.
All right. So tell me about because you were molested. When did that started?
Yes, that started first when I was about 8, and then
You'd have been in primary school at that time.
8, yes, grade 3, and then grade 5.
By whom? By whom were you?
First, when I was 8, it was by a family friend, and the second time it was by a guy.
Sorry, a little bit, Maxine. Well, we are close to the road, so folks, you can hear the traffic passing, the wind. We're outdoors, so you'll hear from time to time trucks, cars, bikes passing. So I hope you guys can hear us at home. Please ignore the background noise and just listen to Maxine speaking. So you were molested by a family friend.
Yes, a family friend, which at that time, even though I was young at that time, I still even went and tell somebody about it. It's like it didn't make any sense. I went and made the complaint because I didn't believe.
Who you told?
I went by my aunt. My mom wasn't around at the time, so I went by my aunt.
Oh, your mom at that time, your mom was still alive.
Yes, but she wasn't around. So
Okay.
I went to someone else. They didn't believe. And then again, the second time, it was by a guy who was involved with the same aunt.
So that would be your aunt's boy spouse.
Yes,
Okay.
So what did your aunt say?
that's not true. Like that's all for her to.
So you went, let me make sure I'm getting it and I'm processing it, Maxine. So you were molested by your aunt's spouse.
You
Told your aunt and she did not believe you.
No, I'm lying. That's what she said.
She said that you're lying.
Yes.
So the spouse, did he threaten you and said if you tell somebody
No, it did
what's
not.
gonna happen? Or
anything, that was just it.
Even after I made a complaint on him, he still attempted to do it again. And I keep going and making the complaint and he still refused to believe.
Because you'd have been living under the same roof.
Yes.
How long did that abuse last for?
Until my mom died.
So that was like a year or two.
After first, I didn't start high school as yet, so I think it was my first year starting high school.
So that would have been your 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, about 5 years.
Yes.
so
Did you ever complain to your mom? Because you said she wasn't around in the beginning. So
No, she wasn't around in the beginning, but after knowing about it, she believed me because he also made passes at her as well. So, what she said to me that to stay away from them.
so it was never reported to the police.
No, it wasn't.
So what would you do whenever it comes on to you and try to make passes, to touch you? What would you do? Would you try to
run away.
Yes, I walk away from him and either go by my siblings outside playing or by my mom. Yes.
Wow. Okay. Tell me about your mom passing and how did that affect you?
Well, like, I can remember the year, the dates, and everything that she died, even though I was young at that time, but
She died when you were how old again?
11.
11 years.
But I think I feel it the most. When she died, we were sleeping together in the same bed. So it was kind of hard for me. I didn't believe that she died. Someone woke me up and said she's not there anymore, she gone. So I was like shaking her to see if she
So
really
she was in the same bed with you
Yes, we were sleeping.
Okay.
and you were sleeping beside her. I didn't know that.
She died.
No. I was sleeping beside her, hugging her up and everything, and sleeping. And somebody wake me up. My uncle wake me up. Tell me that she died.
Wow.
I was like shaking her to see if it's really true.
Yeah.
Was she sick?
That's what the doctor said. They said that she had cancer.
Oh. Yes. Okay. So how did that affect you? Because were you close to your mom?
Yes. It's like apart from my other two siblings, I was the one who was close to her the most. I would do everything for her, bathe her and stuff like that, cook for her and everything like that. So
At 11 years old.
And younger.
Mm.
Okay.
How did you have other siblings took the death of your mom?
Well, like after her death, so, well, they cried and stuff like that, but
Your father was around?
no, it wasn't.
Is he alive?
Well, I know, yes, he's alive, but to be honest, I don't even know if he's the right father for me.
Why do you think that?
Even though I have his name, I still don't believe he is my father, because I was told he's not, but I still have his name. Growing up, I think I was about maybe 19 when I had my first child. He tried to molest me as well.
The person who is supposed to be your father,
Yes.
the one that you have his last.
Yes. Yes.
How did that happen?
After having my first child, I went to see him, and so he could meet his
His grandchild.
yes. And I went there a little bit late, so it was kind of hard for me to get drive to go back home. So I had to sleep over to leave the next morning, and he tried to touch me and stuff like that. And from that, I didn't.
You were sleeping with him or you were in a separate room?
In a separate room.
He came in the room.
Yes.
And
What happened?
He tried to touch me, and
You sure you weren't dreaming
I
now?
wasn't.
it was
I wasn't. My daughter was about 1.
And then you'd have been a big young lady.
Because you're 19.
Yes. And I asked like, why are you touching me? What is the meaning of this? He's gonna ask me if he's not my father. Then if you're my father, you're not supposed to be touching me like that.
So if he's your father, then you're what? You're his property, so he would have all reasons to
I guess.
Do
with you.
I
What
guess-
you
want to
Is
do
what
with
I
you.
guess that's what he's trying to say.
Wow. Okay. So what happened? You haven't seen him since then, or
I've seen him, but I haven't spoken to him since then.
because of that incident?
Yes.
He doesn't know his grandchildren because you have two children.
Yes, he knows them. He sees them all the time, like passing on the road and stuff. But I didn't stop and speak to him and say hi, what's up?
You don't let your children go around him
No.
because of that.
Incident.
Yes.
Okay. Have you received any sort of counseling for the loss of your mom being molested at such a young age? Have you received any sort of
No, I
Counseling.
haven't. No.
that?
I just have to go through it and keep remembering, or getting close to someone, like having a relationship. It's like I keep remembering what happened.
Right,
Yes.
right.
So everything I'm trying is like I'm holding back.
You're holding back.
Yes.
What about your other siblings? You're from Port Antonio,
Yes, Portland.
Portland. So they're in the same. They live with you. They live close.
To you, you get
Well, that's
support.
Support from them.
They live close by. Only one is living close by
Okay.
at this moment. Yes, we correspond and see each other and talk.
So you'd get support from them as well.
Well, not all the time. Not all the time. This like
Or is it that they're looking to you for support since you're the
The eldest one.
no. This minute they're like here talking to me like, I'm struggling and I'm going through a lot. They're showing that they care and they're there for me, but at the same time, it's like they're not.
Okay.
So it's like they're pretending to be caring, but they're not really caring.
Three of you are from the same mother and same father.
No, same mom.
Same mom, different father.
Yes.
Okay.
Um, tell me about your children.
My children.
Because, when you and I spoke privately before, I could hear it in your voice that your children are maybe your greatest accomplishment, eh?
Well, if I don't have my mom, which I'm not happy about.
Yes. I couldn't
I
imagine.
Been
I would
losing my
say-
mom, so
I would say having my kids would be the best that has happened to me since my mom died. Because it's not like I really have anyone around to say I love you or I care. It's just my kids.
Yeah.
So even though I correspond with others, I just feel more closer to my kids.
Well, you mentioned earlier on that relationship-wise, it's hard for you to give in and to open up. So are you in a relationship now?
Well, I would say yes and no.
So
I'm seeing someone at this moment, but as I said before, I'm afraid to open up and give in because of what happened to me in the past.
you're not able to fully open up
to our
commit to a relationship.
Always thinking that I'm going to get hurt by this person or this. If I open up and said, all right, I'm going to tell everything that happened to me in the past, it's like I'm afraid that you're going to use it against me.
Right.
Yes, I don't want to feel sorry for her. I just like you wanted to be there for me, love me, and care for me, and let me know that you're going to be there no matter what, but not using what I've been through.
Right.
To
right.
say I'm going to be there for her because she has been through a lot and stuff. I don't want that.
All right, Maxine, let's stop right there. We have to take a break. We will be right back.
Bloom Care Center offers residential and non-residential geriatric and recuperative care. We're focused on improving and maintaining the health and wellness of our clients. Registered with the Ministry of Health and Wellness, we're located at 130 Moonlight Bay, St. Margaret's Bay, Portland, Jamaica, West Indies. Our settings are salubrious with well-trained staff and attention to details. Contact us at 876-913-3247 and 876-368-1493. Email us at bloomcarecenter@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Let us help you care for those you care for.
Welcome back, folks. We're here talking with Maxine. Maxine, she has gone through so much sexual abuse at an early age, not able to fully open and commit to a relationship because of all the struggles and, well, heartache that she has gone through as a child, losing her mom. Maxine, we're back. Thank you for staying with us. You, before the break, you mentioned that you're not able to fully commit to a relationship because of your past and what you have gone through. You don't want a man to use it against you. You don't want to be abused by a man because of your past experience. What do you think, how do you think counseling can help you with that?
Honestly, I don't know.
Because is it that you'd want to settle down one day and get married and have more children? You know, all that fairy tale stuff. Well, not really fairy tale. But would you want to get married one day and settle down with a husband?
Yes, I would. I've dreamed about that all the time, but
Yeah.
I don't think I'm there as yet or ready yet
Yeah.
to be there. But I've dreamed about all of that stuff.
Right. Are you working now currently?
No, I'm not working at the moment, and I can't work at the moment, knowing that I have two kids and no one there to say, let me keep them for you so you can work. So
So what about your siblings? You have sisters
they are there but not available.
They're going
not available.
Yes.
and
You don't have a relationship with your father because of
in
trying to molest you at night.
18 years old when
You carry your child to introduce
Yes.
him. Okay. So how do you support your kids?
Well, I used to do bartending a couple years back. Now I do like what should I say? Domestic work. I do like washing and stuff like that. Yes, to make a living.
And what about the home situation?
The home situation.
In terms of-
is-
This, do you have somewhere to live now?
I'm living somewhere, but it's not mine. Which I was told to leave that house. I didn't get a specific time, but they said very soon.
Is it a family house?
Yes, it is.
So then now you don't have anywhere to go. Why? And you have your two kids. Why you have to?
I don't know. I guess they are not really thinking about the fact that I don't have anywhere and I don't have any help. It's
That you have done something that caused them to not want you to be there?
no. I've been living in the house since I had my daughter.
How old is your daughter?
She's 7.
So for the past 7 years.
Yes.
So what will happen? Where will you be go staying?
I have no idea. Sometimes I am here and there with friends or other family members, and when I can't be there anymore, I have to come back here. And because I don't want any arguments between the person who responds for the house, I keep leaving.
okay.
So what happened to the children's father? Are they there in the children's lives?
No, they are not.
They are different.
Different fathers or
Yes,
father.
different fathers,
Different
but they are not.
why?
I guess that's their choice. Even though I spoke with them daily, asking for help and assistance from pertaining to the kids, it's not making any sense. It's not going anywhere.
So like back to school now, they don't assist with
No, nothing.
school uniforms and
Everything has done by me or friends or maybe strangers.
you sound like you have good friends though, Maxine. You sound like you have good friends.
They are hard to find, but
Yes.
there are a few though.
Yes. All right. What would you need assistance with now currently?
With no.
For folks who are watching out there, what would you need assistance with or would want to help?
To name a few, I would like to have a job.
A job.
Yes, so I could provide for my kids. I don't want to be dependent on others to support me and my kids. I would like to have a job.
What kind of work?
Supermarket, security, something that can work with provide for my kids.
So do you want to come out of the domestic
Yes.
Help to stop.
washing and all of that stuff?
Yes, because even doing that kind of job, the persons that I do work for sometimes they are putting arguments. They want to be involved. They want to be doing more than just washing for them.
What does that mean?
Coming to wash for him or her, whoever I'm washing for, they want to have sex.
So Maxine, You've been molested as a child.
Your
Father tried to molest you. You grow up now. You've been doing domestic help. You wash for people. And when you go out and wash for even men, it's the same thing all over.
over
Same
again.
thing. So I want to do something different.
So, how does that make you feel though? Seeing that you've lived through that as a child, growing up as a teenager, and now as an adult, it's like, the past is still there.
It's
still tugging
it's
along
still
with
there.
you.
It's there. It's like I'm still going through it. I'm still living through the past. It's like it's still there. It's not left as yet.
Psychologically, how does that make you feel? It make you feel, tell me, explain it to me. Tell me what you're feeling.
Sometimes I feel if something is wrong with me, what is the reason why I'm going through this? Why?
So you think it's because of you. You think that something is wrong
With you.
Yes. I don't know why I think like that, but that's the way I feel.
Have you ever had sex with any of them?
No. I refuse. When I do refuse, it's like I get less pay.
So that leads me to my next question. Do you think that, because you have gone through it for so many years, financially not being able to provide for yourself and your children, do you think one day, let me give in and have sex with this person so that I can get a little extra money? The thought ever crossed your mind?
No, I have never thought about that with someone who I'm watching for, maybe someone else. Because honestly, I have done something like that before. It's like if I'm not washing and I have my kids to take care of, there's no money, no job. It's like that's the only choice I have, to sleep with someone so I could take care of my kids. And I'm not comfortable with that.
You're not comfortable with that. So you have in fact slept with someone just to get food on your table for your kids.
Yes.
How does that make you feel?
Not comfortable, not happy with myself, feel disgusting. I'm just not pleased with myself.
But then it provides for you and your children.
Yes.
And then it pushes you to want to, well, if this is a means of providing for myself and my children, and I can do it on my own, this is something that I will continue to do.
No. I keep telling myself that I need something out there that is way better and different from that, where I don't have to rely on that source to feed my kids.
So that's a part of your source now,
Yes.
and you want to come out of that life.
Yes.
Yeah. So if people out there, persons out there watching rather, so you would like if anybody hear about job outside of domestic help, as I say, supermarket security, that would be something that you're interested in.
Yes, I would be interested.
Tell me about your educational background, because you said you wouldn't go to school often, but do you have any subject, any CXC, CAPE, anything like that?
No, I leave high school quite early.
Okay.
But I didn't leave with any subject.
Well, then you spoke so well, because when you and I were talking on the phone, you spoke so, folks, maybe because of the background noise now, you may not be able to hear clearly, but I can tell you, you can't tell us that she doesn't have no subject, or she doesn't have a first degree, believe me. So you'd want something with a supervising position at a supermarket, a clerk or something like that, because she can be trained. So folks watching out there, please contact me if you hear anything. All right, so anything else you want the folks to hear who are watching now?
Nothing more than just that. I'm young. I have 2 kids. I've been through a lot. Still going through. Hoping and praying to get past that and get where I need to be. Need a lot of help. I need a lot of support, counseling and stuff like that. Wherever it's from, whoever it is.
Counseling.
Yes, counseling and stuff like that.
So we can offer you counseling from this program. So that's something that you'd be
Open to.
Yes.
What life do you want for your children?
A life that I never had. I never get the chance to have.
Yeah.
I didn't get to finish high school. I didn't get to have any subject. I didn't have a steady job to fend for myself. As I said, my mom died when I was pretty young. I don't want my kids to go through that kind of life.
Yeah.
I want to be here and see them pass the worst and do it somewhere in life and be something that I never get to be.
I want to ask you a question. I don't know if you're a religious person, but do you pray and do you believe in God?
Well, I do pray. I believe in God. I used to attend church. I don't attend church now. I was baptized before.
You're baptized, so you were in the church.
I was baptized before. I used to attend church, but no, I don't go to church. No.
Why?
Well, I would say I'm the reason why, because since I have kids, I put on so many weights, not working, can't afford to buy clothes and stuff like that, so I can't go to church.
I said the Bible said, "Come as you are."
I can't go meet kids.
I get you. So, assistance with, say, church clothes. I know you said in the beginning, you don't want me down. You want a job where you can provide for yourself and your children because you don't want me down. You want to be able to stand on your 2 feet and work because you're not a lazy person.
You want to be able
To work.
Yes.
Work so that you can leave, that lifestyle behind and just open a new chapter.
Yes.
That's what you want.
Yes.
Right. And you're open to counseling and all of that.
Yes, I am.
All right, so we'll
Definitely speak off camera, re-counseling, so that we can make some arrangements to have counseling on maybe twice per week or once per week or as much as needed. All right, anything else I'm giving you the opportunity, anything else you want to say to folks out there? What about for folks who are going through abuse now, young women who are in it now? What would you say to them?
What would I say?
Seeing that what you have gone through.
Well, knowing what I have gone through, I know persons out there, younger than me or older, even at my age group, are going through the same thing. People are out there who are willing to help. Counseling is there for you. Don't be afraid to speak up and ask for counseling and help.
So if someone is molesting, if a family member or family friend is molesting a child or so forth, go and tell mommy and
daddy.
and they don't believe, they can reach out to maybe their teachers, their guidance counselor, a neighbor.
Yes, reach out to someone,
Tell
let somebody know what is happening with you. Don't be afraid to let someone know.
Yes. Maxine, thank you for being here with us today. And again, we'll speak off camera, counseling, and folks out there, folks who are willing to help. We have a lot of folks who contact us on this program, so I'm sure they'll hear the story, and for those who can give assistance, they will. All right, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your journey with us.
Thanks for having me here.
Thank you. All right, folks, thank you for joining us. And abuse is, speak with someone. Speak with someone. If you're watching, you're afraid to talk because you may feel threatened or the person may threaten you. Speak out of fear, then, so to speak. Go to your pastor in the church. Go to your neighbor. Speak with your teacher. Speak with your guidance counselor. They can protect you. If you're fearful that something may happen to you because they threaten you, if you tell, this is what I'm going to do to you, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to hurt you, speak with your teacher, speak with if your parents don't believe, speak with your pastor, run we got a police station and tell them all of that. They will protect you. Please share it with someone. I want to give special thanks to legal chambers, attorneys at law, or counseling crew, my wonderful, this outfit actually is from my closet today. I'm wearing me. This is from my closet today. See the shoes? I'll stand up and give you a full photo. Thanks to Roots 21 for this wonderful venue. Hopefully you folks, it's not too much noise in the background, so because we're right on the roadside, so hopefully you guys hear clearly. Thanks to my wonderful crew. See you next time on Talk.
Home Care Center offers residential and non-residential geriatric and recuperative care. We're focused on improving and maintaining the health and wellness of our clients. Registered with the Ministry of Health and Wellness, We're located at 130 Moonlight Bay, St. Margaret's Bay, Portland, Jamaica, West Indies. Our settings are salubrious with well-trained staff and attention to details. Contact us at 876-913-3247 and 876-368-1493. Email us at bloomcarecenter@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Let us help you care for those you care for.